Alrighty, Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. Let's look at the market. Right now, before the market opens, 35 minutes before the New York Stock Exchange opens, we see the futures have a high of 36.30, a low of 35.93, and they are down 24 points, which is about 0.66%. Now, in terms of the chart, you see right here that that rally yesterday that happened is almost completely taken away today with the move so far. We'll have to see where it takes us. In terms of the hourly chart, we see that we're literally sitting on support right now. So this might be a good opportunity to go short or to go buy the market with a stop near here. Okay, and then we look at the 30-minute. We see that we broke the support and we're kind of under the blue line. We're just under it. We were much more under, and now we're trying to come back. And then in terms of the 10-minute chart, we see that the market did break underneath all of the averages, bouncing back a little bit here. 5-minute, similar situation, although we are touching the first two fast-moving averages, the green and the yellow. And in terms of the 1-minute, we see that we are touching resistance right now, and we did have that big sell-off. Now, let's look at the 1-minute for a moment. I want to show you something very interesting. Okay, so remember yesterday we had... Hold on. Let me get it. So, okay, yesterday we had that big rally at the close. You see that? The market went down. It was pretty, we were doing okay. We were up. And then you see from 3 o'clock, it went from under 36.05, about, let's say 36.02. And then from that point, it rallied to 36.15. And then at the close, it rallied another 15 points in the matter of, a very short time. And we did end up having to get out there and having a horrendous day. But if you look afterwards, the market completely collapsed. And look at that, completely reversed, went all the way down. And now it looks like it may continue selling today. So it's a very interesting situation. I mean, you can be right on the market, which we were. Just the timing could be a little bit off. And that's what makes it a little bit tricky when you are trading the market. But nonetheless, we are never deterred, like we discussed. We are starting our day today with a balance of $146,702.70. So we have a lot of work to do to, for the next 19 or so days to really build up the account. So by the end of the challenge, we are at the highest levels of the challenge. We're definitely going to, work on that, and that is going to be our goal. But it's just interesting how we were really on point, and we were correct even yesterday when we said the market would go under 3,600, and it did, but then it came right back up, and we failed to get out, and I own that. Like I said, we keep this very transparent. We're not just going to say, oh, here's all our trades. No, we started the challenge, and we're, good, bad, and ugly. We're going to show you what we're doing in this 30-day challenge. So that is the story right now. Let's look for the opportunity. It is 8:59 a.m., Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. Alrighty, what we're going to do right here, it is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, 9:33 a.m., What we're going to do right here is we are going to, let's look at this 1 minute to confirm. Okay. We're going to wait a few more minutes. Yeah, we're going to wait a few more minutes. Okay, what we're going to do right now, 9:34 a.m., Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, is we're going to go short. Okay, so we're going to go short on the S&P minis. And we're going to go short right here. Okay. Alright, and we are filled at 3,600 and a half. 9:34 a.m. Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. And that is our fill. And then in terms of our stop, we'll put in our stop. And we are going to tighten up our... we'll put it in at 3603 and a half. So we're going to have a very tight stop here. 3603 and a half will be our stop. Okay. Here we go. Here's our Okay, we have our stop at 3603 and a half. Now, in terms of our positions, you see there's a loss of 1,000 on the day, sort of, including this gain. Now it's 937.50. This isn't really today's session. This was our trade that we got out of yesterday at a little bit after 4:15. So therefore, it's included in today's trading. But by the end of the close, it'll all balance out. But basically our balances are correct. This is how much our equity is right now after commissions. And we are in this trade. And let's see where it takes us. Alrighty. Alrighty, it's 9:46 a.m. Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. Here is what's going on. So if we look at, we are short right now. We have a very tight stop. And if you look at the 5-minute chart, you see that the market went up to the resistance levels right here, and we're right back down. So that's excellent in terms of our short. In terms of the, let's look at the 1-hour chart. Okay, over there we are starting to break down through the support levels. You see those 3 lines? It's touching all 3, so that's pretty encouraging. And in terms of the 30-minute, again, we are seeing the market break down through all the support, breaking down through the blue line, and now it's heading towards the red. In terms of, we did the 5-minute already, let's get the 10-minute. In terms of the 10-minute, again, we're breaking down through all of the averages as well. And then in terms of the 1-minute, we are... we hit the red line, and then we broke through all the averages, and it looks like we're heading lower. So yeah, okay, let's see where it takes us. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, 10:51 a.m. We were just stopped out. We were broke out of resistance, and we were stopped out at 3603 and 3/4. So that will be our first trade of the day. In terms of what we do here, we're going to go long right here, and we're going to buy the market 5 at this level. Okay, and here we go. So we are filled. We're filled 3603 and 3/4. 10:52 a.m. Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. And we're going to put in a stop at 35.92 and 3/4. That's going to be our stop. Okay, let's ensure that that's in. And we are in, and that is the story. Okay. It is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, 12:27 p.m. So we actually are long right now, and we see that the market is trying to break out of 3620. It had hit pretty close. Let's see. It looks like it hit 3618 and a half, I believe. Yeah, 3618 and a half, and then it's right now 3615. So we will see the market is trying to break out of 3620. You look at the 1-minute chart, beautiful pattern. We see that big up move, okay, from 3608 within 2 minutes to 3618, then the pullback, and now again it's trending higher, so it looks like a really nice trend here on the 1 minute. The 5-minute, again, we see that long signal at around 3595 or so, 3600. It broke through all of the resistance, and now once it hit that 3618.5, it pulled back down to the green moving average, and now it looks like it's heading back up again. So that's for the 5-minute. And then in terms of the 10-minute, we see as well it broke through all of the moving averages as well. Now let's look at the 1 minute again, and yeah, if it goes under 3612, we probably want to get out of this trade. Let's look at the 5-minute well, maybe 3610 I'm looking at right here. Okay, let's come back in a few minutes. It is approaching 12:30, which can be a time of trends changing around lunchtime. So let's see where it goes. So for now, we're just going to leave our stop in. We have a stop at 35.92 3/4, and we're going to see where the market goes here, and we most likely are going to revise that stop and move it up. Alrighty, it is 12:34 p.m. Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. What we're going to do right now is let's look at this market. And we are sitting, okay, 3612 3/4. Let's look at 3613. The 1 minute, it's a little bit under these averages, so that might be a little troublesome. The 30-minute, we are kind of hitting resistance, and we haven't broken out of 3620. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to close this out at the market. Well, let's put it at 3612.5. Okay, and let's see, and we're and we're filled at 3613.25. We are out. Let's cancel our stop. Okay, that's canceled, and let's see what's going on. So we're actually flat on the day, interestingly. So and we're not really flat, we're actually up on the day, but it's showing flat because of, like I said, the other trade was after the market closed. And by the way, we're going to go short now. Well, let me just see before we do that. Okay, we're going to go short right here. And this will be our last trade of the day. And we are short 3613.5. And then we're going to put in our stop at 3620.5. Okay, so we're again having a pretty tight stop. 20.5 will be our stop right here, and this will be our final trade of the day. So yeah, we have it at 3620.5. Okay, and then let's look at what's going on here. Okay, and that's the story. And the reason we put 3620.5 is because we saw the market get close to like 18.5 and come back down, and it's like a major resistance here at 3620. So if it does break out of that, we want to be done with our short, and we'll be done with our day, because this will be our third trade of the day. You see, we have 1, 2. This is the final trade of the day. So either way, if we're stopped out, or if it goes the way we expect, this will be our final trade of the day. And tomorrow's a new day. All right, let's see where it goes. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, 3:29 p.m. We are a half an hour away from the New York Stock Exchange close. So now let's look at what is going on here. Okay, let's get back to our trading screen. Here we go. All right, so let's look first at the 30-minute chart, okay? Let's try to refresh that. 1 second. Let's go back to. Actually, we'll start with the 1 hour chart. Okay, so you see on the 1 hour chart, we're right now sitting at support. We did make a lot of attempts to go to 36.20 and above, and we didn't. And actually, our stop just got this close to being stopped out, and maybe by a quarter or a half a point, it didn't get filled. It didn't go that high, and it came right back down. So yeah, we were fortunate in that regard. And now, in terms of the 30-minute chart, we see right now that the market is with this last candle, the one before this one, we see that the market broke through all the averages, but the red line, which is at about 35.77 or so, just under 35.80, and now the next bar, we're seeing what's happening, and the market did get close, but it looks like it's failing, and if it does fail, it looks like there might be a really nice sell-off available here, which we've been waiting for a while, and let's see what happens there. And if not, we will get out. Okay, in terms of the 10-minute chart, okay, and by the way, when I say 30-minute, 1 hour, 10-minute, each of the candles is that interval. So in other words, if right now I'm doing a 10-minute chart, each of these candles is 10 minutes. It's the high, the low, and the close for for the last 10 minutes, or for each of the 10 minutes that we're measuring. So right now, the market looks like it's heading down. It's under all of the moving averages on the 10-minute chart. So that's pretty encouraging as well for our shorts. And then in terms of the 5-minute, we also see that it broke through this blue line solidly, and now it looks like it's also heading lower. Now finally, we're going to look at almost finally, we're going to look at the daily and then the 1-minute chart. And on the daily, we see that it looks like we are topping out. And again, we have to see what's happening, but it looks like this 3,600 level has been a really significant top that the market's been building for a while. And if the market starts to break down and does not go above 3,600, or actually I'll say if it doesn't go above 3,600 very soon and stay there, the market, in my view, will be going back to the lows around 3,300 once again, and we will see if it breaks down under that. So it's going to be a crucial time in the coming days and weeks. And in terms of the 1-minute chart, we see a really nice short signal, and the market went really nicely down. You see the green and yellow leadership moving averages, the fast ones. They've given us a short signal, and it hasn't really gotten out of that short signal. Right now it's testing it, so we will see what happens. But it's been a really nice move from around 36.18 to just under 3,600. So that's what's happening there. All right, let's see where the market takes us in the next few moments. It is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. We are 5 minutes away from the New York Stock Exchange close, and we are also 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away from when we need to get out by 4:14, 4:15. So that's what's going on right now. So let's look at the 5-minute chart. We see something very interesting. It's been breaking down multiple times. I remember we told you about that 3,600 level? Look at that. One time hit it, bounced above it. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next candle. Again, hit 3,600, went above it. Okay, another 2 bars, boom, went under it and immediately brought back up. And that 3,600 level, there's some support there. It seems, really strong support. But my feeling is that it's going to break down eventually. I don't know if it'll do it right now, today. We have a few minutes left, or tomorrow. I do want to try to get out at the best possible price, but I also don't want the thing to happen like last time, because you see, look right here. even right here, you see it hit like 35.98. Let's see if that's the low of the day. Hold on. The low is 35.84 1/4. So anyways, it really basically hit that underneath and immediately came back. In a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, it had a significant move from what is that, like 98, I'm guessing, up until well, actually, let's figure out exactly. So yeah, the low is 35.98 1/4. Okay, not too bad, pretty good. And then it went all the way up to 36.10, and that's a significant move. You know, that's a big move. That's about 12 points or so, from 98 to to about 12 points. And 12 points is pretty significant. That's like over $2,500 of a move. If you're doing 5 contracts. So bear in mind, I mean, you see bigger moves when you're dealing with higher leverage, and that's why it's important to balance, and that's why we're sticking with the 5 contracts every day. We're sticking with 3 round turns every day, and we're keeping that as our discipline. So right now we have about 3 minutes till the New York Stock Exchange closes. We are watching this very closely. Yeah, there's a lot of support at this 3600 level, and my feeling is that it could have a really explosive down move if it breaks through 3600, because my guess is that a lot of people have stops around that area. That's my guess. I don't know. And if it hits those stops, that can create like a chain effect, like a domino effect, because basically a stop is, if it hits that stop, the next trade is a market, if you do a stop market. So if there's a lot of orders there and they get triggered, all of a sudden they're selling at the market. And if there's a lot of them, that can really have a really explosive move. And that can explain, like the other day, and we saw within a few minutes, boom, it shot up a lot. Even today, we see that, there's a bunch of moves for, 10, 12 points in a matter of a few minutes. So that is the story. So we're going to actually, we're going to go and replace our order, okay? Let me actually replace the order, so let's go there. We have an order, we have a stop at 36.20 We're going to replace that stop, okay, to, we're going to do 35.97, okay? Let's do 35.97. That's going to be our... Oh, wait. I don't want to do a stop. So let's make that a limit order. So we're going to do a limit order. 35.97. Okay. And let's see if we can get filled there. And if we can't, we're going to obviously upgrade it. Okay. So let's put it. Here we go. And now we have a working order for 35.97. Okay, now the market is about to close. The New York Stock Exchange, that is. The futures, they trade virtually 24 hours a day. But, okay, so here we go. Let's see. We are about a minute away from this close. And let's see where it takes us. Okay, it is 4:14 p.m. So we're going to have to just change this to a market order. And let's get out. Okay, and let's do that. Okay, boom, and we are filled. We're filled at 36.08 3/4. And again, it's showing 1187.50 for the P&L on the day, but it's not exactly accurate. It's higher. To give you more accurately, basically, our equity the other day, before we got into these trades, was $146,702.70, minus the $149,349.50. So we're actually up about $2,646.80 today. So that's more correct. So anyways, our P&L is at $149,349.50. We're getting back close to our starting point of 150. And like I said, we're going to go and crush our previous highs. That's my plan. We have about 18 days to do that. Alrighty, have a great night, guys, and see you tomorrow.